was reading a thing about how haunted house actors are getting increasingly scared of the people who come through. The balance of power is shifting because more and more people just react very strangely in haunted houses. Like people get punched. Somebody will kind of reflexively lash out when somebody jumps out and they don't expect it. Used to be you just go, oh.
You go, and then you move on.
Yeah, people getting karate chopped in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking to a family who runs a haunted house at the Kalamazoo Speedway. I know this place only too well, having begun my career in Kalamazoo, Michigan. A place called Haunt Park. And, they said, we've been doing this a long, long time. And the girl, it's like a guy and his daughter and a son. And the girl plays an escaped prisoner. And most actors are warned to stay a little bit back from customers for safety reasons. And increasingly, they said these people won't do close-up scares. She's like, it's really fun to scare people. Obviously, that's the business we're in. But she said one guy just reflexively punched her in the gut.
Ooh. Good punch.
Right. She said he
got me in my front butt.
immediately apologized, not acting deliberately, but, I always feel my wife loves Halloween and loves haunted houses and everything that goes with it. And I always feel like a bit of a buzzkill, even though I absolutely don't mean to be. It's just that I don't, I react more with like, somebody jumps out, I go, oh, you got me, whatever. I'm like Norm Macdonald in a haunted house, frankly.
You're scary. I know what you're doing. You're a scary person.
You're like a guy with a chainsaw, aren't you?
You look like you're dead, but you're moving, and that is scary.
That can't be true. So,
you're going to murder me. Good scare.
So people who work in these, and if you're somebody who works one of the local haunted houses, you can probably attest to this. And they said people come in drunk, so there are things that they have to watch for. They got
kind of person.
If people are yelling on their way in, or if they're coming in rowdy, our own Bill Squire. Didn't you just have the anniversary of your arrest out at Mansfield Reformatory?
It's been 3 years now.
It's 3 years.
Yep.
Congratulations, pal.
Yep.
You made it. One day at a time.
2016. Yep. And you know what?
It's
actually, I think it might be around today. We can a quick Google search.
October the 18th.
Okay, October.
So it would have
just. Wait, you had that ready, or somebody text it?
No. I had it ready.
Okay.
So it would have been this past Friday.
Yeah. Oh, that was the anniversary that someone was talking about.
Oh, wish Bill a happy 3-year anniversary on the text.
They said anniversary, but they didn't say 3-year.
They didn't say 3-year?
I think they just said happy anniversary.
Boy, that's a deep dive.
Yeah.
Somebody really had to go. Okay, so, this past Friday was the 3-year anniversary of you getting pepper sprayed and arrested at the Mansfield Reformatory for what the Mansfield police called disorderly conduct.
Correct.
Did you know?
They didn't like that you had gotten lippy with the cops, which, by the way, not illegal.
Right. It's disorderly conduct.
It was the being noticeably drunk that was the illegal part.
But is that illegal too? To be punk and drublic?
To be drunk and disorderly. If I was just drunk, I probably would have been okay. If I was just disorderly, I probably would have been okay.
But I
putting them all together.
But I thought your contention at the time was that you hadn't been disorderly.
I really hadn't. But I was arguing with them.
Yeah.
But as I was walking away, I told the cop to F off, and
you were hurling epithets at them.
That's when he got a little upset.
Oh, I don't recall that.
Said, now you're under arrest. I was like, well,
did you know?
Well, wait a second. That's not illegal either.
What?
Telling a cop to go F himself.
No, but he's, he was kind of a dick.
So they're right. But what I'm saying is, why wouldn't he just let you go? So they're what? Just
listen.
Anything is under drunk and disorderly. They could just throw anything under that.
Yeah, they're cops. That's what they do. They're douches.
Right. Okay. So that was your 3-year anniversary.
Now, if I had my wherewithal with me, when he handcuffed me, I would have started rubbing my butt up against him like the lady at AlanCoxShow.com. Like, oh, yeah, you like that?
Grinding on the cop while he's putting the bracelets on her.
And they also said I was resisting arrest, where I was surrendering myself. But I guess
would you like to sniff my testicles?
When Bill surrenders himself, boy, you better watch out.
Yeah, start by just touching it. But anyway, they dropped all the charges, and it's all gone.
You like that? You like that? Yeah?
I know to do that for next
boy.
time.
Yeah.
Grinding into that cop.
AlanCoxShow.com for that clip. It's a good one.
Did you know
They would knock you out cold if you did that, if you ever got arrested, Poundcake.
Especially in Mansfield.
Oh, my God.
Did you know as soon as you got arrested?
That's not why it's called Mansfield. You just hear
As
that,
far
like,
as the eye can see.
that dull thud.
Yeah.
Did you know that you were gonna be on the news? Like as
Oh,
soon as
yeah.
he arrested you, you were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"There's no way I'm gonna get out of this and have no one know."
Yeah,
Wow.
I knew what was happening. I know what goes on.
I'd be like, maybe I could slide under the radar. God forbid anything happen. I'm like, no one knows me. It's okay.
Yeah, but I took care of it, and it's all behind us now. And now it's just a funny story. And one of my most listened to tracks on my album, Decisions Aren't My Thing. People love going to hear that one. That story.
It's a good story.
You don't operate under the radar in your regular life, Poundcake.
Yes, I
why
do.
would you why would you operate under the radar if you were getting arrested?
I do operate under the radar.
All right.
Hey, I molest children. I don't draw any attention to myself when I'm outside of this show. That's why I didn't wear my my sheer top to Celine Dion. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill out, enjoy the evening.
Pound cake.
There you go.
Got a seat upgrade. Like, I'm cool.
Okay. You got that quiet money.
I don't like people harassing me. I don't need paparazzi all up in my business.
He's always worried about the paparazzi.
Yeah.
He is. I got to tell you, I have never once been worried about the paparazzi.
Nor have I.
Wow.
I might have been exonerated if there had been paparazzi that night.
Right. There could have been evidence to support your claim. All right. $1,000 here for you. About 30 past every hour. A chance for you to go fund yourself. It's no small amount of money, so good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword PAN to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info, standard data, and message rate supply in this nationwide contest. That's PAN to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
Boy, once again, Poundcake has gone and done it. He has cut our audience to the quick. Him talking about chugging all of his roommates' cider.
Here we go.
Really got them in a tizzy. Really got them in a tizzy. Alan drinking all the cider is not sharing.
I didn't drink all the cider. I drank like half of it.
Roommate rule is if you don't pay for it, you don't eat it, period.
I do pay for it.
You didn't pay
don't.
for that cider?
I didn't go.
I'll play.
and
Let me
actually
let
pay
me
for
let me
it.
play a little Jim Jeffries clip that I think illustrates how everyone should try to operate their entire life. Okay.
When you're on an airplane, there's a thing called plane etiquette, and it goes like this. Window gets an armrest and a wall. Middle gets 2 armrests. Aisle gets an armrest and a little bit of extra leg. We're not fucking animals, we live in a society.
Right. There are rules to everything. We live in a society. If you've got roommates eating and drinking their food because eventually you'll give them a perk. I don't get the analogy.
I remember my roommate, one of my older roommates. I had food left over from takeout from a dinner that I had, and I could not wait to get home and eat those chicken fingers. And I got home, and he ate my goddamn chicken fingers.
And you probably hit the roof.
No, I didn't even say anything.
You didn't say anything.
I was like, "Where are my chicken fingers?" And he was like, "Oh, I ate them." And I looked at him and I thought about all the meals that he's made for me, all the times that he has spotted
Well,
me. here and
because
there.
you
And I'm
freeloaded
like,
for so much of your life.
Right.
I don't freeload. I'm not living for free. Like I pay
I know,
rent.
but
You pay rent, but it doesn't mean that you get a third of the fridge.
What-
The top 2 shelves are mine because I pay a third of the rent.
Nah.
Or you probably don't even pay a third of the rent, do you?
No, they don't even need my rent. They can kick me out at any time. They,
I love
they don't
these
need my
excuses.
money.
They don't need my money.
They don't need
And
my
they
money.
don't really need
Well, then
your
why
money.
don't you go? Well, my point is, you're living. Why don't you go get a place by yourself?
I already
No,
told you.
He needs their
I
charity.
know.
I
That's
need
what,
them.
That's what
They
I'm
don't
getting
need
to.
me.
That's what I'm getting to, which might be a bit more judicious with the food in the fridge. Alan Poundcake would see a whole cake in the fridge, cut one slice, and then take the rest of the cake up to his room.
And go, I left him a slice. I need the whole thing.
Boy. Swearing at someone is a minor misdemeanor. They call it menacing. Is that what menacing is? I love
Very
it.
menacing.
Bill was very menacing.
Well, he got me.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's- Yeah.
Yep.
It was a late night. It's over now. It's all done.
Alan Poundcake has awesome roommates because if he housed a whole gallon of cider at my place, his ass would go
It
missing.
wasn't a whole gallon. It wasn't a whole gallon. It was enough to make a nice tall cup. And you know how rich that stuff is, so it was more than enough. It was
Rich,
plenty.
yeah.
It
Some
is.
people, it sends them right to the toilet, boy. Some people have a hard time with cider. I love it.
I had my pen
Cider house poos.
Yeah. Pen in one hand, cider in the other, and I was just like, "Wow, this cider's really good." He was like, "Oh yeah, we were gonna make a warm, like I forget what you call it, but the warm whiskey or whatever with the cider." And I'm like,
Yeah, the
I forget what it's called.
Apple pie moonshine.
"Oh, is that what it's called?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he made me some. He was so sweet.
And
He
it's
made me some.
fantastic and it's strong.
Yeah, he made me some, and it was really good. Mm-hmm. He warmed it up and everything.
So they still made you some even after you drank most of their
because
stuff.
I am a dope roommate. I will eat your food.
Well, you
and
got
I will-
part of that sentence right.
I will eat your food, but you'll love me for it. Like I'm very forgivable.
I will eat your food, but you'll love me for it. He'll walk up with crumbs and go, he's like Urkel. Did I eat that?
Look how skinny you're getting because
Yeah,
I'm
look
eating
at
all
you.
your food.
You guys should be thanking me for eating all your food.
When I order Uber Eats,
Aren't you doing that intermittent fasting?
I ask if they're hungry. You know, I ask, do they need anything from the store when I happen to go
He
out?
asked if they're hungry. They go, yeah, we are. All right, see you later. Hope you get that food.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Anybody hungry? Yeah. Could you go get me $50 worth of food? No.
I would say make me a list, and then I will mail it to the nearest. You know,
They'll send it to
mail
Uber
delivery
Eats.
system.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Alan, verbal assault is still assault.
No, it's not.
I was gonna say that can't
Yeah,
be
no,
true
no,
legally.
that's
It's not.
ridiculous.
They don't treat the two of those the
I
same.
like, that's
wasn't
the
charged
case.
with verbal assault.
Yeah. Have you ever been on the internet? There are people getting verbally assaulted nonstop.
If that was the case, people would have a hell of a time, like during their divorce battles.
Sure. Hey, listen, we were talking about this the other day. You know, obviously, Ohio is dealing with the lawsuits and the aftermath of being partly ground zero for the whole opioid thing. And a lot of people dying, of course, because of the advent of fentanyl and that being distributed and whatever. And in Cuyahoga County, boy, they want to let you know now that your cocaine might have fentanyl in it now,
Oh my
too.
God, these billboards.
It's not just heroin that you have to be concerned with because, you know, the law of supply and demand there after a while, once word gets out that your heroin is mostly fentanyl, people start freaking out. They move on to something else. And now they want to let you know, you got to know what's in your cocaine. Yeah, what are those ads? Like, you wouldn't eat this trail mix if it had
Yeah,
fentanyl
it's
in
got
it.
like pretzels. Like, you wouldn't eat this pretzel if there was a chance there's fentanyl in it. These pretzels don't have fentanyl in it. Or these pretzels don't have fentanyl. Your cocaine might. And I'm
Might.
driving around, I'm like, do I have cocaine? I thought I didn't think I had any cocaine.
I'm like, you show me.
Do I have cocaine?
I've never done cocaine, but I assume that pretzels don't make you feel the way cocaine does. Feel like
you get the right pretzel, and you're gonna feel, you know, a rod, a rail, whatever it is.
Okay.
You're gonna feel all right.
crush up some pretzels and snort them. Mm-hmm. I think if pretzels made you feel the way cocaine does, people would probably take just as many chances with pretzels. But they want to let you know.
And Annie Ann's.
Haven't had those.
You've never had an Is it
From
Annie
the mall?
Ann's or Annie Annie's?
Annie Ann's, I think.
I think it's Annie
A
Ann's.
mall pretzel?
Yeah,
I've
mall
never-
pretzel. You never had a mall pretzel?
I don't care for like
Ooh,
hot,
they
doughy
are
pretzels.
delicious.
I'm not a big pretzel guy. Like they're okay.
They're so good.
I don't like care for like at the ballpark people are eating them with cheese. That's not for me.
What about
It's
like
too
a
much.
sweet one? You dip it in the icing.
More likely,
Yeah.
but I've never gotten one from the mall.
You should try it.
All right.
It's pretty good.
All right. Stop hectoring me.
You get the cinnamon and sugar on it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I hear that.
That's pretty good.
But that's just like a donut. Why wouldn't you just get a donut then?
Because they don't have a donut. They
just
a
have
pretzel.
pretzels. Oh.
And it's good.
So
And it's a little thicker than a donut. It's good. It's a good combination.
All right.
I like it.
Well, anyway, they want to get the word out that your cocaine might have fentanyl in it. So it's a very real concern. The community group Greater Than Heroin, which would be a great name for like a 90s post-grunge band. Better Than Ezra, opening act Greater Than Heroin. They want to let people know, be careful, because your cocaine might have fentanyl in it.
Better Than Ezra. Good pull there.
How you like that?
I liked it. I was a big fan of Better Than Ezra.
Pride of New Orleans.
cocaine, and fentanyl. Meth, heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. Meth, heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. Meth, heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. Cocaine.
This cocaine is making me thirsty.
Cocaine.
Oh, boy. Thank you, Mr. President. All right. Let me break. After the break, I'm going to have Joe Rogan tickets for you. He's doing a show at the Wolstein Center. So we'll get you up for that for people who have been hitting me up for those tickets. 35192 to text, AlanCoxShow.com for everything else.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.